Today you will be solving matrix equations. So solving a matrix equation is essentially relatively simple. So the first thing you'll do is you'll isolate the variable in the equation using algebra. For example, that is illustrated here in this 2x plus a equals b. And remember the capital letters, they represent the names of matrices. So in order to solve that algebraic equation, the first thing we would do is we would subtract the a on both sides and then divide by 2. But remember, with matrices, we cannot divide by a constant, we multiply by its reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. And we have to put the b minus a in its own parentheses because we have to do that subtraction first. So that is the first step. The second step is to apply the operations to those specific matrices. So notice we have matrix B, subtract matrix A, and then multiplied by 1/2. So we would do the subtraction first, and then distribute the 1/2 through. Let's look at another example. Remember, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out how we're going to isolate the 3x. And the first thing we'll do is we will subtract the a. So 3x equals b minus a. And then remember, in matrices we cannot divide, so we'll multiply both sides by 1/3. So x equals 1/3 matrix B minus matrix A. What we'll do next is we will use substitution to substitute matrix B, -5, -1, 0, 0, 3, -4, and then we'll subtract from that matrix A, -3, -7, 2, -9, 5, and 0. That's a subtraction sign. So remember, when we subtract any polynomial, really, I like to change the subtraction to a plus sign and then distribute the negative through the second matrix. So then it becomes essentially addition. And then when we simplify, 1/3 times -5 plus 3 now is -2. -1 plus 7 is 6. 0 plus -2 is -2. 0 plus 9 is 9. 3 minus 5 is -2. And -4 plus 0 is -4. Okay, all that's left for us to do is distribute the 1/3 in through that equation, or matrix, excuse me. So -2/3, and 1/3 of 6 is 2. 1/3 of -2 is -2/3. 1/3 of 9 is 3. 1/3 of -2 is -2/3. And 1/3 of -4 is -4/3. And guess what? That's your answer. I want you to take a minute or two and attempt the example you try. So hopefully you found your answer to be for row 1, -4, -7/2, for row 2, -9/2, and 21/2. And guess what? That's all.